put this in.
Can you pop in to make sure there's the sound's working? Okay, gonna be doing a quick sound check and then we'll get started. And everybody hear me okay? Okay. Hey, Atom! Yes, we are finally back, and we're going to be taking a little break from Planet Crafter because I need y'all.
Quiet.
Oh, and I need to adjust the mic volume.
Yep.
Let's see. Is that better? Or did I turn the knob the wrong way? Wrong way. That better? It's all the way up in OBS.
Can you move the mic closer to you? Move the entire desk.
Okay, better.
I don't know why it's so quiet. Is the knob all the way up? Oh, it's backwards.
What's backwards?
The microphone is backwards. No, like physically. Can you rotate it the other way? Cables go towards the computer. Keep rotating.
Like that?
Keep going. There you go. The knob should be facing you.
Ah. That better?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Little technical difficulties. Okay. Now, as I was saying, taking a little break from Planet Crafter to introduce you all to this wonderful, wonderful game called Aethus. This is just the demo. The full game comes out next week, and I will be streaming the full game. Now, to preface this, I did have the opportunity to participate in the last playtest for this game, which encompassed the story in its entirety. I have completed this game from start to finish twice, and I still cannot wait for it to come out so I can do it all again. That is how wonderful this game is. Just the gameplay, the story. Let's get to it and give you all a little taste of why this game is so awesome. Reason number one, so many modifiers. You can make the game as easy or as hard as you want. Let's see, I did the game on Forgiving, and I think I did my second. Did I do my second run on standard or easy? I was kind of a speed run, so. You know what? This save will carry over to the full version, so let's change this to challenging. we won't turn the negative vitality effects on quite yet. I might do that later when I have a more stable food and water supply. And as it says here, you can change the options at any point. So if you feel like you're having too easy of a time, you can make it harder. If you feel like you made it too hard, you can make it a little easier, except for the carrot weight. I am going to leave that, because running back and forth constantly with a full bag is a pain. That is the one modifier I think I'll... Oh shoot, ad break. Worst timing.
Right, out we got. Back up here twice in one day. I must be crazy.
The plot. We will get to the plot. Let my brain figure out a way to describe the plot without spoilers. Blanking on the moment. This is the prologue does good. Basically, this world is set up. There goes the ad. Okay. This prologue does a pretty good job of introducing you to the story, but a quick preface is this is one of those universes where The galaxy is run by megacorporations, and at the time of prologue, we are working for the biggest one of them, Ark.
Eve, why are we here so late in the day? Everyone's gone home.
No idea, pal. Trudy had it down as an urgent job, and we need the overtime credits.
I am going to shut up every time there is talking because I want y'all to just enjoy the amazing voice acting that has been put into this game.
Alright, let's open it up. Oh, crappy lowest bidder machinery. Roland, take down a message for Junior Engineer Stewart.
Hit me.
Alex, Maeve again. Door to mining claim 749 is on the fritz. Sounds like the servo needs replacing. Again. Get it done first thing, please.
Message sent. So, how are we getting in?
There's an old access shaft we can use. Back up the other passage. What a mess. Now we're all gonna have to do a workplace tidiness and safety seminar tomorrow. Great.
Is the voice acting coming through okay for everybody? Okay, good. Sorry, during the playtest, one of my fellow testers managed to completely brick their game by jumping off this platform and dying during the prologue. Apparently, if you died during the prologue, it just completely messed up your game.
This call will be recorded.
Maeve, I was expecting to hear from you by now.
That cost-effective door mechanism you ordered is on the fritz. Again. We're taking the old shaft into the claim.
Time is money. Chop chop.
Eve, look! Kalinite!
Ugh, extraction team is getting sloppy. Well, may as well grab it while we're here.
Sky sapphires. Those weren't on the prospecting report.
Weird. That means the team wouldn't have had the gear to extract them.
Lucky my laser has a charge mode. Remember to build up the energy sphere to crack the nodes.
Are you trying to teach your grandmother to suck eggs right now, Roland?
Hell, it never hurts to have a wee reminder. You are 35 now, Maeve.
Hush you.
He's only 2 years older than me. Okay, now there's a setting in here somewhere to have it hold instead of clicky, 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 clicky. I don't like screen shake. Where is that setting? Aha! Here we go. Hey, now I can just click and hold instead of spamming the mouse.
This call will be recorded.
Maeve, finally. The board have decided to trigger the accelerated extraction protocol.
What? We're almost down to the mineral seam.
The latest data shows more than just that seam.
Of course. Sky sapphires.
That's right. A pleasant surprise for everyone. Ultra in demand for our luxury adornments division. So, we need extraction completed by tomorrow.
I don't know. This whole area is unstable.
We've adjusted for that. Everything will be fine. Just do a quick scan position, and we all get a nice 0.4% efficiency bonus. Everything looking okay? That's great. Now, there should be a crate containing the arming key nearby. The code is 1992. Okay, use the key to arm the charges, Maeve.
Maeve, my projections show these explosives could collapse the entire mine. We have to get out of here.
What? The Invermark colony is above us. People could be hurt. We need to stop it.
How? The charges are armed.
We can override them with my... Oh no. I left my data pad at the RPC when we arrived.
Go, Maeve!
We have to use that access shaft again. Oh, stupid broken door.
The system says you're at a safe distance, maybe. Ready to go?
I am definitely not at a safe distance.
I told you we've run the numbers. It's fine. I'll just go ahead and start the countdown now you're clear. Done. Ping me once the dust settles. Toodles.
Run, Maeve! Run!
We're not gonna make it.
Keep running!
Yes, typical corporate greed. No concern for safety of others. Arc Miracle. Several months later.
This is humiliating.
Hush you. Spare parts can't talk.
Arc ID confirmed. Designation, Maeve. Role, Lead Geotechnical Engineer. Access granted for work duration of 19 minutes, 54 seconds.
This'll be our ticket out. Screw Ark and their soul-sucking grind.
We have to find the right mining claim first. There are 672 for sale today.
Grandad only told us pieces, but with the help of a genius AI drone,
With truly majestic information processing capabilities.
we can use Ark's secret mining data to identify which one was Grandad's old claim. Just need to connect Trudy's broken refining manager to a yield arbiter.
Without triggering security.
Okay, Roland, you're up. Or should I say, in.
You know I can float, right?
And if you did, Ark would immediately detect your anti-grav drive.
System accessed. Correlating refining and yield data with your granddad's stories. No results.
Damn it.
Hey, Maeve. Are those thermocouplers realigned yet? That refining manager is scheduled to restart in 41 seconds. And any loss of output will be deducted from your pay.
Done soon, Trudy.
32 trillion credits in minerals a year. But they'll cut our maintenance fees any chance
Oh,
they...
672, Roland. We need to track it down faster. He talked about a speculatus, something.
Searching. No match.
Oh, what are we looking for, Grandad?
Maeve, we're almost out of...
There was a kappa. Oh, what was it? Module. Kappa module.
Searching. Claim packet cosign. Kappa AZ1 torn.
Hey, you okay?
What? Yeah. Why?
You just.
No time. Claim ID is AZ1.
Whew. Let's take a look.
Last occupant 35 years ago. Middle of nowhere. Estimated yield value is low. You'll need a loan, even with all your savings. Not going to be much left for supplies. Hope you like cactus juice.
Worth it to be free of these parasites. Middle of nowhere's just a bonus. Lots of privacy, so we can track down whatever the kappa module is.
Maeve, I have rated your performance as sufficient but requires improvement. If you are done, your next
Done?
assignment is...
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely done. They tell you if you work hard and keep your head down, anyone can make a life working here. It's not really life though, not after they're done with you. Tired and empty and dead inside, I'm not gonna let it happen to me. No more scraps while they feast. Buying Grandad's old claim cost everything I had, but at least now, everything I do for me. And Roland. I just hope whatever he wanted us to find under Aethus is worth it.
Surprised Trudy let you keep your suit after we left, Maeve. Are you not going to get a bit hot in there?
I bought it off the scrap heap after what happened at the Invermark mine. This thing saved my life, so I had it repaired. And no, it's air conditioned.
Well, la-dee-da. Come on, we're nearly there.
With what Ark charged for the shuttle, you think we'd be closer to the claim?
Not too far now, just through this canyon.
That little blip when
Is
he
that it
downloads
down
the
there?
data.
Aye, but unless you have an anti-grav drive hidden in that suit, we'll need to find a safe way down.
Because there is fall damage in this game. Something I will need to remember. So, plot. Like the prologue said, we are at a claim, which is basically a mining outpost that our grandfather.
I'm starving. Have you got anything to eat, Roland?
I'm afraid we're all out. I did try and get you to pack an extra nutrient bar, but you said, and I quote,
Roland, we'll find food when we get there. It's an adventure.
Weirdly good impression.
thank you. There are cacti in abundance here. You should be able to harvest some fruit from them until we can cook up something better.
Okay, let's warm up your laser with something easy to start with.
It's a claim that our grandfather used to work at, and the game is basically finding out all the mysteries that surround this claim and why it was abandoned 35 years ago. And a bunch of other deeper stuff.
Feeling better?
Yep. Not the tastiest thing, but it's helping.
Once we get set up, you'll be able to start cooking hot food. Don't worry. Watch your feet, Maeve. Your suit can absorb the impact of a small jump like this, but anything much further, and you'll not be a happy bunny.
It's not as much Western as it is cave exploration. Up here on the surface is just where we build our base. Everything else happens in the caves and the underground levels as we explore deeper into the planet.
We're here!
This... is it?
This is it! It doesn't look like much right now, but with a little bit of luck, we'll be up and running in no time.
Doesn't look like much. It looks like a barren desert filled with scrap.
It is! But it's what's underneath us that matters.
True. I was kind of hoping for something a wee bit more impressive, though.
Let's start zapping so we can build up something impressive then.
Agreed. Then we can figure out how to start looking for this kappa module Grandad mentioned should be around here.
First playthrough. So I actually got to participate in the last playtest of Aethus, which covered the entire game. So I've actually played the game start to finish twice already. But this game is so amazing that I'm still going to get it and stream it when it comes out next week. Ah, cool. Are you in the Discord channel? We probably know each other from there at some point. Are you part of this last playtest? Yeah, my tag name for Discord is Terragonra. It's the kind of the code name I use, the screen name I use for everything. Oh my goodness, the scrap is bouncy. Oh, right. Bouncy, bouncy. Very, very bouncy. Okay. An inauspicious start. I finally arrived at the claim. I have to admit, my initial impression is underwhelming. The rusting remains of the previous expedition here lie all around me. They're long gone now, and I know they apparently didn't have much success. But with all of Granddad's stories about this claim and some sort of kappa module, there has to be a reason he'd want me to come here. That said, I can't help but feel apprehensive. I've risked everything in this venture. If I can't make this expedition a success, I'm going to end up slinking back to Ark with my tail between my legs and begging for my old job back. This has to pay off. Yes, and you can go back and see the tutorials, listen to the voice logs. Yeah, I first did the playtest of in May of last year, which didn't have the final biome quite yet. And man, that was a cliffhanger. The cliffhanger at the story part where the May of 25's playtest ended had me nuts. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I've been posting on Facebook, I've been telling all my friends about it. Why is this scrap so bouncy? My goodness.
Right. First priority, shelter.
Agreed. Night will be falling soon, and we don't want to be stumbling around in the dark when a dust storm hits.
Can you come up with specs for a shelter using this scrap?
Done. Already in your blueprint library.
Oh wow. I couldn't play on... Wow. I couldn't... Sorry, words. The computer I usually play on can't handle the full graphics settings. But my husband's computer is the one we use for streaming, so I can have the graphics on full blast, and oh my gosh, you can see the dust blowing around. That's cool. I'm probably going to be noticing little things like that throughout the entire game, and I love it. But yeah, I have been shouting this game's praises from the rooftops because it's just so amazing.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi! This is my daughter. She goes quite cute when she pops up on the stream. You ready to try and go back to bed? Okay, go on. What? What? Here you go. You're welcome. Oh, whoops. Always. This is like, what, my umpteenth time starting a new game on this, and I still always forget I actually need scrap to build these first few things. But yeah, when it comes out, I'm getting the full package. Soundtrack, supporter pack, everything. Because everyone deserves the support. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. My biggest contribution was the recycling machine. The recycler was my suggestion. Decorations! Ah! The decoration, all these fun decorations dropped after I stopped doing my run-throughs. Yeah, you're gonna have so much fun playing with those. Furniture.
A roof over your head and a place to lay it when you get tired. I must say, this outpost is coming along swimmingly.
Roland, it's a metal box with a bed in it. Not exactly the Sagwa Palace.
All great adventures have humble beginnings. Now, there are a couple of things you might like to do to prepare for our first expedition.
Let me guess. Somewhere to store all the riches we're inevitably gonna find?
Yes, and somewhere to cook something a bit heartier than a cactus fruit. You're wasting away. There are also some interesting areas nearby that I saw on our way in. We should check them out.
True enough. Okay, let's go get the lay of the land before we hurtle off into the underground to make our fortune.
That's the spirit. I've marked some areas of interest on your compass.
One of the things I also love about this game, which I think every single free game based building survival crafter game in existence needs, crafting from crates. Not needing to run back and forth. Plus, it's useful in triggering the earthquakes that respawn the nodes underground. If you haven't had an earthquake for a while, you can just sleep a bunch of times and then one usually triggers. I also love the move distance in this build menu, because I mean, look, I can put this thing way over there, or way over Look at that. Look how far I can move this thing. Look how far away from me I can place stuff. It makes changing base locations so much easier. I forgot to withdraw my cactus fruit. No, right, I do that.
A hot meal, finally! Gotta keep on top of my nutrition while I'm working. I always feel a lot stronger when I've eaten well.
And hint, nudge, nudge. With vitality negatives off, nothing bad happens if any of your vitals drop to 0, but you still get useful buffs if you can keep them up. As I said when I started, I might turn negative vitals effects on when I have a better and more stable food supply. We'll see. I love the way the big plants just collapse. It's so cool.
Oh, an oasis. Lucky. At least we'll have some drinkable water.
Hang on, Maeve. Let's just double check. Give it a scan and let's see. Drinkable is definitely a relative term for the water here.
Oh, how come?
All the complex amino acids and odd RNA fragments I'm picking up mean you'll definitely want to purify this water before you drink it.
No scooping it up with my bare hands then.
Ugh, afraid not.
So true, especially on this planet. Wait until you see the shape of some of the fish in here. There have been a lot of good changes to food. And once you get a good number of hydroponics going, it's actually not that bad. My second full playthrough, I actually did the vegetarian run, so no fish meat for me. After several people, other playtesters including me, pointed out that the vegetarian run felt a little unbalanced without...
Wow, that's a big hole. I can't even see the bottom.
Fire off a suit scan. Maybe we can get a return bounce from whatever's down there.
Because all the recipes that included meat gave you way more nutrition and energy than most of the recipes that don't have meat in it. There's a little bit of rebalancing, and he added some... I know he added at least one recipe for vegetarian runs that is actually comparable to the
No return
meat
bounce.
recipes.
It really is deep. Maybe if we brought some external scan charges like I'd suggested, Maeve.
There's no way I was lugging that much across the desert. We had to travel light to get here. It's fine. The crater's not important. Don't worry about it.
Fun stuff, fun stuff. Time to steal this fun stuff. New journal entry. Project Gaia personal log. Number 0155F. WorkPad journal OSB blah 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 user unknown. This desert heat is brutal, but I like to come out here sometimes though, just to think. Maybe it's the time taken on the trek up, or perhaps the fresh breeze of the air up here. Either way, clarity of purpose often comes quickly. Not like down there. The ARC satellites will have been retasked by now, so the likelihood of anyone spotting me is almost non-existent, but still, these trips are a calculated risk. Worth it though, when my resolve wavers. TL. Oh man. 0155. Darn dyslexia. And the best parts, I can just yoink. Wrong button. Yoink. Boop. I can just boop. Ha ha! I don't even have to walk it all over there. It's just there. And oh, and the stool. Yoink. Free decorations. Of course, it leaves the data pad awkwardly hanging in the air. Oh well.
Oh, nice! Waterfall of blood. A bloodfall? That bodes well. Give it a scan.
There's so many comments I want to make that borderline on spoilers.
Okay, good news! Not a blood waterfall. It is just water. High levels of aluminium oxide, though. And silicates. Phenocrysts. Carbonyl sulfide. Whenever it flows from, the temperature is high.
Remember that comment for later, folks. I wonder, something I didn't try in previous ones that I want to see. Nope, didn't quite get this there. Where's my cursor? I don't know why I drug this all the way over here. This is not going to be my permanent base spot. I don't think anyone sets up shop here permanently. What happens if I try to do this?
Plenty of time for exploring later, Maeve. Let's go and get the outpost set up.
Aww. New dialogue for me. Yeah.
Tracks coming and going from this cave. I guess the previous expedition came and went through here.
Certainly looks that way. Suit scan time.
Yep, I'm detecting plenty of minerals as well as the remnants of man-made structures. Once we're ready, I'd say this is where we start heading underground.
Maeve, I reviewed that last cave scan.
Anything interesting?
There's a dense energy reading in there. Artificial and strong.
Strong enough that we could use it to power a basic habitat?
Distinctly possible. When you're ready, head into the caves and let's explore.
Journal entry. Personal logs number 2. One small step. I've constructed the beginnings of my outpost here, though there's not much to be said for it yet. I know that human discovery has always advanced by standing on the shoulders of giants, but I do wish I'd been able to prepare a little more instead of needing to cannibalize the scrap of those who came before. Oh well, no room for ego now. I have shelter to protect me from the dust storms. That's the important thing. Time to head underground and see what we're working with here. Roland says he's detecting energy readings, which might be useful for expanding the outpost, so I'll check that out first. Maybe more shoulders to stand on?
Get a whiff of that toxic, dangerous air. Oh, you'll need to be careful with how long you stay down here, Maeve.
Short trips are okay for now, but I'm gonna need some upgrades if we're gonna get much further in.
Maeve, look! Our first node!
Ah, this is it. The mother lode.
Haha, you're right. It's mainly dirt and rock. But there are resources we can use to upgrade the outpost. The energy readings are coming from that crate. Check it out. An RTG? Ha! Well, that would explain the energy readings.
Ooh-wee, this is big. We can build a proper habitat with this bad boy.
The last expedition here obviously did a sloppy job of cleaning up after themselves. Well, let's head back to the surface. Look, Maeve, a drilling site. This doesn't look nearly as wrecked as everything we've seen before. Perhaps there are supplies we could scavenge. Maeve, your air supply is running out.
I really do appreciate the fact that food-only items like the mushrooms are highlighted in a different color than everything else. Makes it so much easier to spot them. And I am suffocating. I am going the wrong way. Made it.
Now that you've got that RTG, let's get a basic habitat built.
Where are those terraforming turkeys? Okay. What we got? Okay. Let's see, this one's medium. Fire in the hole! Oh my gosh, look at that dust effect. Oh, I love being able to have the visuals jacked up. This is a medium. Boop.
Now that we're up and running with a proper habitat, we're gonna need some more building materials.
Definitely. There's only so much scrap around here to melt down.
We really should get a regolith printer built. There's an entire planetary crust right here to help us.
Good plan. The regolith we gather from the nodes in the caverns will provide us all the building materials we need.
Thing's freaking huge. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with these decorations once I move to my permanent spot.
Excellent work, Maeve. A nice little habitat, I must say.
Yep. A lot better than that little metal box, right?
Very much so. Plus, thanks to the RTG we found, it has power!
Now we can really get things started with some proper equipment.
Indeed. Plenty of facilities to construct in order to start processing those resources from the caverns.
We can start exploring deeper underground as well. Ooh, there is bound to be good stuff down there. That's the printer set up.
Lovely. The regolith of the planet's surface makes for excellent building material.
I also have a bunch of stone that the printer won't accept. We'll need to crush it down to get anything usable from it.
There's metal ore in here as well, so it's worth getting a smelter built.
I do also like the way that, you know, it tutorializes you through all the, you know, basic, oh, we need to build a smelter, oh, we need to build this, but without making the player feel stupid or doing it in a boring way, because it does it through just the two of them chatting and talking about their plans and everything like that. It makes it feel a lot more natural. And a cactus fruit. Okay. Time to go back into the cave. Engineering log 12 OC. Well, that's the water pump junked. I'm not exactly sure why Tanya asked me to knock out one of our only sources of fresh water, but she's the boss. I'm not telling her, but I've left some schematics on the pump's computer in case she changes her mind and I have to come back and get it going again. If I've learned one thing in my time, it's that the higher-ups can always change their minds. Now I can build a water pump. Much
Aha!
later.
An oxygen dome.
Perfect. That will certainly help us get further into the caverns.
Yep. Arctech is pretty cutting edge when it comes to anything that'll let them push their workers harder for longer.
Just remember, the domes won't be effective if you overuse them.
Running low on air.
I also don't have to fully exit the cave to refill my air, just get close to the entrance.
I'll need some more air soon.
Yes, the game does give you plenty of reminders about your vitals, especially your air. Because this game really goes out of its way to help you not kill yourself by getting distracted. And forgetting to air up. Boop. 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 Let's see, what else were suggestions that the developer implemented? The deposit all refinable items, that was a player suggestion. The checkboxes here for if you only want certain things getting deposited and refined and used in the recipes, that was a player suggestion. build that smelter yet. I cannot. I need more yellow rocks. Okay, I'm not gonna need those one down there. Yeah, oh, I haven't told you much about the developer. He is a developer who
Looking a little
formerly
tired there, Maeve. Time for a rest.
worked on some AAA projects, so he knows what he's doing. And he has been incredibly... And oh my gosh, I leave footprints in my base. I leave footprints. Huh. Is that what the game's always talking about, your suit getting dirty? On lower graphics settings, you can't actually tell when your suit's getting dirty. I leave footprints. Oh my gosh, I leave footprints. Sorry, there goes my ADHD again. Anyways, like I was saying, good night. He is extremely hands-on and involved with daily check-ins and bug fixes and suggestion implementations all throughout the playtests. And even now, he checks in every day and is extraordinarily hands-on with this project. I mean, you can just tell the amount of love he has just poured into this game. Some of those bugs, man, they took a while to figure out. Some of them. There's this one bug where instead of Roland's laser tethers there grabbing the materials, what happened was when you blew up a node, the stuff would just float up and then slowly float back down. It was a weird bug. Took forever to squish.
I think we're all on here.
Yeah, especially if it was like a bug that completely bricked the game and stopped progression. He was on those immediately. Analyzing our save files and digging through code and fixing it as fast as humanly possible. To shoot. I know about that. Do I need to blow up a specific tile for that to stop?
If this whole thing takes off, we find the Kappa module and reveal untold riches beneath our feet. What are you going to do?
What do you mean?
Well, you wouldn't have to stay here on Aethus, I guess. You could do anything you wanted.
I suppose I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Gonna take me with you on your richer-than-God adventures, though, right?
Of course, mate. We're in this together.
I love the relationship between these two. Another great thing, these things have infinite storage. So if you're running out of storage space, you can just leave stuff sitting in them. Like, the building material gets kind of heavy when you have this much of it, so you can just let it sit there until you actually need it. Okay, ad break ends just in time for one of Roland's amazing idle chatter. matters. That is definitely one thing I'm going to have to make sure I am very careful about when I'm doing my full run playthrough starting next week. Well, or the week after next. Whenever. Is making sure I pay attention to the ad breaks, so nothing important happens during an ad.
Maeve, your first metal bar. Are you proud?
I sort of am. This beats melting scrap in a plant-powered junk box any day.
Those days are gone. Now you can melt scrap in a high-energy furnace powered by a nuclear battery. The inexorable march of technological progress. Good job, Maeve. Explosives crafted.
Now we can get through that rockfall and see what's on the other side.
I think I skipped some dialogue. Oh well, that happens sometimes. Oh well, missed a little bit of dialogue over here because I didn't come close enough. Basically, Roland just detects energy readings beyond these rocks and tells you to go make mining charges so we can get through because his little laser fangs aren't sharp enough. Cave-in. The passage deeper into the underground has been blocked by a large cave-in, but I can see an old Ark standard habitat behind the rockfall. An opportunity for some
Watch your oxygen levels.
easy salvage. Without access to the Ark network, I can't purchase the upgrades needed to power up Roland's lasers, his fangs as he likes to call them, to breach the rockfall. Never mind that I don't have any credits left to buy it anyways. And my oxygen is running out. Down. Ah, thanks. I might actually use these this run through. That, folks, is unfortunately the end of the demo. And you can see all the wonderful things this game has to offer. 30 plus hours story. Probably less for experienced players like me, but I'll have fun with it. Outer Caverns, the Lost World, which is a beautiful biome, and the magma rifts. Yeah, I know, right? But, as I said, I will be getting the full game when it comes out next Friday. And we'll be resuming my normal Thursday night streaming schedule, so we can all enjoy this utterly amazing game together. And if my progress is too slow for you, you can go buy it and play it yourself. Please, please do. The developer, the composer, the voice actors, they all deserve all the support, all the love. I got so many decorations I didn't. So I'm gonna have so much fun decorating my house when I move it over to its permanent spot with all these. It's also nice because when you dismantle things, you get a full refund. Which means stuff like this that I got for free, I found out in the wild if I dismantled it, free resources. But yeah, that is our first peek into Aethus. It has so many fun things, different ways to build, different habitats that each do different things. Oh, yeah. And he recently made it so pretty much anything you can pick up in this game, you can put it down as a decoration. Which just makes my little decorator heart so happy. That is a recent development. He just added all these things as placeables after I had to stop doing my playtesting run-throughs. And to pick them back up, you just dismantle them and they go back in your inventory. It definitely helps the place feel more lived in, being able to put random rocks and gems and everything else just laying around on the tables and everything. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Okay. Well, we don't really have... It's a little bit early, but we don't really have time to switch to a different game and get into a stream with a second game tonight. So, as I said earlier, the progress we just made from the demo will carry over to the full game, so we will pick this up where we're leaving off. Let's go find someone to raid and rave about this game. Let's see. Which are the people that I'm following that really enjoy this game? You. You would like this We'll see you next time on the Cardboard Cooperative, and Magna will also be coming back in a while with Slay the Spire 2 when it drops. So.
Okay, well, the issue is that Slay the Spire 2 comes out a day after the Path of Exile League starts.
He might be coming back to Slay the Spire 2. See you next time.
or Path of Exile, or I might start my Holy Grail on Diablo 2 Resurrected if I feel like it. I don't know what I'm going